Guys, we're going planet
Time to stop there.
So, as the stream starts, it like tabs me out of the game, but because I'm in full screen rather than borderless window, tabbing me out of the game like causes it to freeze for a second.
Fair enough. Sing, sing, sing with me. Raise your pick and raise your voice. Sing, sing with me. Down and down into the deep. Who knows what we'll find beneath? Time is golden more hidden in the mountain store.
All underground, but on it is.
Raised in the dark, the safety of a mountain home.
I don't remember the rest.
Skin made of iron, steel in a
to the opposite side!
Big makes it free. Come on, brother, sing again. He's got a carrot for a cock.
Get ready to rumble!
Okay, team, you've signed up for
I hear that
duty.
A plus songs with.
And your job is to protect and maintain the drill dozer as it makes its way there.
I'm trying a new
Get
build,
ready.
so I've got the wave cooker, and I've got the cryo.
The what?
Cryo?
Watch out,
Cryo?
drill
There we
dozer
go.
approaching landing zone.
That wasn't on purpose. Come here!
Oh shit, what is it? Oh, it's just the ice on the ground.
Marker up!
Oh man, this gold is gonna be a huge pain.
Ooh.
Yeah, getting through that wall. It's a bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try drilling straight to Betsy?
Where is she? Where'd you hear her?
Through this wall.
Attention!
Okay.
I can't see anything on the map,
Yeah.
but she's distinctly that way.
Hold on, let me come closer. I don't think she'd be here though, would she? Really nothing on the map. Oh, wait, what was that? Oh god, what the fuck? Okay, I thought I just fell into a pit, what the fuck? Oh, there is something in this way.
Ah!
Oh, I hear bugs.
I got you. Hello!
Might find a nice way down. I don't know.
I'm not scared of you!
Thanks.
Oh,
Oh!
okay.
Hi, Betsy.
What the fuck? Up. Hell, we could just
It's
loot everything before the
overheated.
things even started.
Watch your fire, moron!
And that would assume that we predict the correct path between the rooms.
I mean, where else can we go?
I mean, the rooms tend to not have convenient paths between them. And I mean, this one
Yeah.
clearly is turning in some sort of circle at some point.
Light is up!
We can certainly mine this room. But
Ready! Lock and load it!
What kind of fiendish technology makes Molly constantly get in the way?
Watch me fly! Bamboo!
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. What the fuck? Oh, that was like... Oh, yeah. Wow, I just missed it completely.
Lighting!
Two Steves.
Out of my way!
I was.
Reloading!
This one's for Carl.
Get hot shot!
Oh,
We're here to
let's
shoot
get
the
that
ones
one.
without healing. Let there be light!
There's some gold in the wall. Taking so much damage.
And
It's
there's...
falling. Fuck's sake.
Weapon
That's
ready! Get back here, you bastards!
Maybe it was just the oil shale. Oh shit, what happened?
I
I
can't
locked
feel
that.
my beard.
Oh god!
Thanks.
Did you maybe work out what happened?
Yeah,
Flares up!
fucking hell.
So I've taken a shit ton of fall damage and been set on fire by that 3 times.
Jesus Christ.
Horn ready!
You go getting that gold?
Yeah, it should be. It'll be a bit slow, but
I'll go back up to the first room.
okay.
Lights up! I was born ready. Hello!
I keep Molly with me. No. Molly, please, for fuck's sake.
Over
Just
here!
grappled to you. You perched yourself on the edge, so I
Good things
fell
come to
off,
those who wait.
took more fall
Like
damage.
flamethrowers.
Then I grappled back up to it. As I was in the grappling animation, wandered back down to where I was. You can call Molly.
Oh, I'm out of here. Yeah. Light.
That's everything.
Got him?
That is everything here.
Believe so.
I wonder if that's just a random room, if we're actually gonna go back there.
I assume we will go in there or something.
Also, like,
We don't know which way Molly's gonna start drilling.
Dotty, you mean? But yeah.
Lighting.
Yeah, because she's facing the way we need to. That where we've just opened up.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. I figured she would be facing the other way. Oh, in which case that would be
Yeah.
the first room that we go to. Oh,
Flares up.
that's less interesting.
Yeah.
I was made for mining.
Lock
Molly
and
we hit
was
button then?
made for
Have you-
hauling
Is there
what I
no
mine.
other ores?
I didn't
around
see
here?
anything else. I mean, there was the thing in the ceiling that I pinged, but I
Drills
think
are
you
moving.
might have got it.
Everything looks fine.
Yeah.
I expect that to change soon.
Readily fluid. Scale learning darker like she's your mother.
I don't see it.
One day, I'm gonna get my own drill dozer.
Yep, she's going straight for my tunnel that I built.
We got an incoming swarm.
There
Please
they are.
remember that the drill dozer is top priority.
Let there be light. Horn ready.
Oh, that's an impressive.
Bulldozer fix!
Explosives!
Lights
Lights!
up!
Oh, that's a Steve.
Let's be friends.
That's Steve.
Light is up. I was
Froze
born
my
ready.
Ooh, stop.
Ice is nice. See what I did?
Lighting up!
The bots are swarming the radar!
Whoops.
That almost downed me.
Ready.
That almost killed us both, Lucy. Fucking hell. Can you call in later? Oop, there's a spitball infector.
Oh, jeez.
Fucking hell.
You're fine.
Look at my health!
Bulldozer has stopped.
Look at your health!
Premises are all dry as a bone. Refill them, and we will have this show on the road again soon.
Lights up!
Nitro
Light a random torch into the dark, hit gold.
Inbound.
Let there be light!
Oh, hey, buddy.
Resupply pod is here. Everybody collect ammunition. Ammo taken. That felt better.
Shall I leave you to dig some resources while I go do the fuel? Or are you
I
doing?
have one of the cannons. I'm just trying to
Okay.
find where to. Oh, this shit ton on the roof.
Yeah, most of it seems to be up high. Some
Use
there.
the drill dozer here.
Yeah, I got some here.
Hot. Meet your maker, creep! Light is up. Weapon ready. Lighting! Red sugar will make you feel better. Gold! Find the nitro for ammo. From A to D, skipping B and C.
Of course, there'll be gold all the way up there.
A lot of gold in the ceiling. Yeah.
There's gold in the
Lighting
ceiling.
up!
Gold in them are ceilings.
Flares up! Reloading. Eat it!
Why is it called a blowjob when it's mostly sucking?
That's a good question. Probably.
One of life's greatest.
Indeed, it is one of life's greatest mysteries. I mean, maybe some more practical research is
Canister
required.
ready for refuel.
We gotta clip that bit later. stuff in no
The drill dozer
context.
is under attack. Get it fixed up before we lose it.
Oh, God.
Literally not under
All
attack.
canisters fueled. Drill dozer is ready to make more progress.
Where's Molly?
Suspect it might just be because it sounds slightly better.
Probably better than a suck job.
Yeah, you want a blowjob or a suck job? I mean,
Oh, God. Right, where's that last little... Was it? I thought he said it was going to be attacked. There's no attack happening.
yeah, it said it's being attacked while I was putting the battery back in it.
Lloyd!
Oh! You're manhandling.
What
Flares up!
person do you think I am?
Oh. I know, I'm sure you're very gentle with Doku.
Lloyd is up!
Well, thank you for the light.
What?
Red
I'm gonna
sugar!
heal up.
Red sugar!
So there's a bit more gold in the ceiling up there.
Where? Okay. Wasn't there some nitrous or somewhere as well?
I mined some in the
Over
ceiling
here by
off
the
over there
market
somewhere.
Yeah, that's probably... No.
There is gold here! Lloyd
Oh,
there!
God,
There.
that's... Aha! Right, how to get to that easily?
I think you mined everything else over here, right?
I think so.
If you want, I can just go for the yeet instead.
Head in there
Super
now.
speed! Be gone!
Ah!
Preserve your bullets!
Please. Mercy, it's just trying to kill me.
Why?
Because there were two tiny bugs near me and she was just like, oh, eat explosives up.
That's how she rolls.
Nearest edge is here. You see.
Oh! Where? Really? I go all the way there and then fucking... What the...
Let there be light!
Oh, sugar. Honey iced tea. There we go.
Do you want me to go for it,
Okay.
Lucy?
If you can. Might be easier.
Horn ready!
It burns. It burns.
I'm just gonna try and chop the whole thing off.
Okay.
Ow!
Jesus.
This fucking Steve.
Lloyd!
One in. Wonder what happened to Steve if the ground he stood on suddenly isn't there anymore.
We'll probably just float. Oh,
I was born with
Get rotated, idiot.
get rotated.
Have you not seen that meme for sharks?
Oh yeah, I have, yeah.
this bad boy can drill so many tunnels.
Are you ready to
Rock
push the
seriously
button?
needs to invest
Do you
in
want
my
some
part here.
new
Ask your team
ammo?
before double dipping.
I've grabbed one.
I'll grab the
I'm
rest
taking
of
some
the
of the
torches.
ammo.
Also, look what happens when you freeze. Like terror.
Oh, that's funny.
Jesus Christ.
You're so peaceful here.
Thank you.
Maybe we shouldn't have revived her on a fucking red.
Annihilating.
Loretta,
So
heal.
press the button. Press your button. Press the button.
Here we go. Drill dozer setting off.
Circle
for the Pomeran
the button.
Hearthstone.
To make her come. What?
What's that?
I said circle the button to
Oh.
make her come.
Oh boy.
So much for this geography.
Okay.
This geography is history.
What? Right. Okay. Why can't she just go in a straight line? Why'd she gotta wiggle about?
Maybe she's too gay for straight lines.
Yeah, that's fair. Thinking it as well.
Lights up!
Can it be my time to the brain cell again?
Enemies approaching the drill dozer. Defend it or die trying.
Noted. What a jaw-dropping experience! Guys, keep those bloody bugs off the drill dozer! Lighting up! Weapon ready!
Damn, this seems lethal.
We are losing the drill dozer! Protect and repair!
How? How are we losing the drill then?
She's dying. She's already dead.
Doretta is a beauty! Let there be light! Reloading!
For a second there, you holding up your tablet. But look at me. You're holding up the tablet. At the
Yeah.
corner of my eye, it looked like you just raised your middle finger and you were just flipping off the wall.
It was something special, I... Eat blood! Hey,
Wow.
someone
Right
to
through
me.
a bloody
Lighting!
Drill dozer has reached the target. The Omeran Heartstone is jamming our readings, but we expect heavy pressure when the drilling commences.
How much? Nitro, we've got enough for two.
I hear bugs.
Born ready! Little Dottie
Can you call in some resupplies?
Yeah.
Resupply ordered.
Supply pod launch.
Just do the one for now.
Honestly, we should be fine with one, because like, we're both pretty set before this,
Yeah.
so.
Oh, there's a huge vein of gold here.
The whole place is huge.
We need to protect Doretta!
I call for the music. Time to trade Molly of Time to fly Molly.
Will I hit the button?
Just a second. Come on with that. Yeah, push it, go on then. More to call.
Just take your sweet time, old.
Drill dozer has begun cracking the Omeran shell. If you lose the dozer, you lose the mission. So guard it well against any hostiles.
Or might be particularly hard with
Swarm approaching the
fucking
drill
Betsy
dozer.
here.
Hunker down and load up.
We still have both have Steves. I did
I
not. I just tried to convert this one, that you then immediately froze. Don't know if I got the freeze off first. I did not. It died.
Yeah. Oh, we got two Praetorians here.
Explosives and freeze, good combo.
I
Pardon?
was born ready!
Explosives and freezing, good combo.
Yeah.
Lights up!
In fact, Betsy might be the reason I don't have a Steve anymore.
I don't think
Just
I
a-
have mine. Yeah, I
No.
don't have mine.
Yeah.
outer crust has been breached. Keep defending the drill dozer.
Oh,
House.
I froze him.
Hook this one. Hook this one.
There's another Steve over here.
I don't see. Yeah.
Believe in Steve.
Got it.
Lloyd is up.
Popping it.
And loaded.
Going for the repair.
Loretta repaired.
Incoming swarm. Keep the dozer safe.
Good as you.
The drill dozer is at the halfway point. Keep it running. Swarm! I repeat, swarm!
Lloyd.
Alright. Betsy, stop blowing up my Steves.
Born ready. Pop the big one.
There's a frozen Praetorian
Yep.
on top.
Got him.
Body. Fix.
Seems to be a pretty decent build.
Yeah.
You liking it?
Yeah. The ice doesn't have much range, but the microwave thing absolutely does.
What's the microphone?
It's like the wave cooker.
Yeah, but can you use it so I can see it?
I
No.
can't, and if I can find an enemy.
Doesn't even seem like a beam.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it has much range, but it does. It's kind of weird.
I ain't gonna tell you
I can get you.
again.
See, like I can get you with it.
Swarm detected. Keep the drill dozer operational at all costs.
Time to get the
Extraction at
Get shit in the rocks.
75%. Almost there. Swarm, they're here.
Betsy's in the way now. Oh, I'm grabbing more ammo for torches.
Getting more ammo.
Dozer. Repair.
Swarm on the intercept course. Get ready to protect the drill dozer.
Lighting up.
The swarm is upon you.
Steve's off the
But that's
fuck
Steve.
heaven.
My Steve died. Your Steve's still alive. They got frozen.
I gotta watch the overheating.
I got the Troy dog.
Born ready.
Repair the dozer before it takes permanent damage. Damage. Repair.
Don't waste your ammunition.
Still 2 uses on the resupply.
Grabbing ammo.
The drill dozer served its purpose. The Heartstone is ours. Deposit it and wrap up the mission.
Getting closer to
Armor and Heartstone secured. Press the button on the mule and we will send in the drop
Clean up some
pod.
torches.
Lights up.
Oh Jesus!
Alright.
Lloyd is up. Reloaded. Let there be light.
Where you run out of the wall.
There's a freaking flower up there somewhere. I'm trying to.
Okay, I'll get it.
He's
There's
right there, yeah.
a bunch of gold up there.
Oh, look at where the fucking matcher is up there!
I can.
I love this grappling hook.
Yeah, I got the nitra.
Nice.
There was some gold behind you on this wall,
Mark!
I'll have a look.
above where you came out.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Flares up! Horn ready.
Jesus! Betsy, what the fuck?
Yeah,
No more rum,
decided
shit,
that
put it
walking
out the
through you was
tunnel.
fun.
Jesus Christ, you crazy cow.
Can't carry anymore.
Okay, there should be some
Want
nitra on the
something?
floor down there.
Lloyd!
Okay.
Need a torch.
Lighting!
Yeah, correct.
Possibly. Oh shit. I'm just bouncing around. Oh, I see the nitrogen on it.
Let there be light!
Are you over here?
Reloaded!
Is it full?
Lloyd is up! These bugs don't stand a chance against us! I was born ready!
Okay, we're good. Hi, Molly.
When I'm done working for DRG, I'm starting my own bloody mine. Show them how it's done.
How'd you get up there? How'd you get up there?
Where?
Up where you are.
Oh, I just drilled.
Yeah. And you have short little legs and no grapple hook.
Night here.
Oh boy.
That's fine. Isn't it?
Get this home safely, will you, Molly?
Let that earthquake open up.
I don't know. Oh shit.
Normally opens up under one of
Gotta
those.
go fast!
Not all the time, I don't think. Ow.
Lights up!
Can we go back a read?
Lock and load it.
Yes. Jump around. Well, I got
Resupply order!
and gold.
Lloyd!
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
Come here.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, I saw the Donald Trump
Flares
comment
up.
thing But apparently the quote was like, "You didn't tell us about Pearl Harbor to her."
Yeah. So
It's
like,
quite,
yeah, they were. So he got asked a question about if Japan is like an ally, why wouldn't they have at least given a heads up about the strikes in Iran before they happen? Because, you know, they're like a massive oil importer and like a heavily reliant on oil coming in from the via the Strait of Hormuz, which has been closed. And it's just like, not only to just go like to make up a shit story that we know is false and say, hey, it was like short-term actionable intelligence, we need to strike that, but to make a joke about something on the diplomatic stage when asked a serious question, not ideal.
no.
But to then deliberately go out of his way to make a like joke about World War II, specifically a country that does its best to, has done its best to move on from like
Oh yeah, I don't think like
as well. Like they really don't.
I mean, Japan absolutely like learned their lesson.
Yeah,
I'd
absolutely.
say.
Japan is very different, and like it's like Trump is the sort of person that would give me up. Okay. The sort of person that would, the sort of friend that would never miss an opportunity to poke fun at you, even when you're like bawling your eyes out, or like in the depths of like depression or whatever. Your wife's just left you, and he wouldn't miss that opportunity to needle you.
Yeah.
It's just such a cunt.
Yes. The joke doesn't really work though either, because like
it's
Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, so why would they say?
Yeah, why would your enemy at the time warn you that they're about to do something? And it's like, also, like, yeah, you dodged the draft. Why would they have? He phrased it as, "Why didn't you inform me about Pearl Harbor?" Like,
yeah.
you weren't meaningful at the time. You were just some other draft dodger. Like,
He's such a twat.
yeah. In chief.
This
I
is the
think
first room.
This is the room that we.
Yeah, we
but-
pit stopped in.
The pit stop room. We're done.
And then the previous room we've already done, so yeah.
Okay. I'll press one.
I just got put one bit of nitro in Moller.
Okay.
I was born
I'll go
ready.
get
Come here.
Bossy.
Drop pod inbound. Stand clear.
Yes, and even as a joke, it wasn't funny.
No.
It was like a random
Let
cheap
there
shot
be light.
Yeah.
that everyone in the room seemed to politely titter at, so they didn't
Drop pod
get,
arrived. The mule's
Like
been
assassinated.
yeah.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Jesus.
Where is the head?
Lighting up.
But it's like with so many of Trump's jokes in quotes, like they end up looking like everyone in the room is just feeling awkward.
Yes.
It's like, well, that's not really a great sense of humor. But he surrounded himself with yes men to the point where he can do literally nothing wrong for them, and so they don't tell him that his sense of humor is shit either.
Nope.
Born ready.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Yeah, like if I told a joke and used like some like slur that I didn't know about, for example, and I'd much rather you told me and was like,
Mule is secured.
Yeah.
Initiating launch
oh,
sequence.
okay, I didn't realize that. Apologies if I accidentally offended anyone, and like I'd learn from that. But
Lloyd
for
is up.
Trump, it's like
I'll use
in
it
that
again.
situation,
It's
it's
like-
he must double down, and the intended, like the hoped for response from him in that situation. That I mean, he already doesn't think that people should be offended by anything anyway. But the intended like reception by friends isn't to point out your error or to point out
Yeah.
how you could improve. It's to just blindly accept, laugh, and move on.
Drop pod departing in T
And that's just
3 minutes.
don't want blind loyalty, and no one should. Like, loyalty is all well and good, but I'd rather that comes with like,
Honesty.
yeah, trust and honesty and like respect, rather than fear.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's realistically what it is: a fear of loss of power and a loss of prestige.
Stalker dead.
Just gonna blow it up. Oh,
Sorry,
that's alright.
finally made my way here.
Take your sweet time, old lady. Oh, damn. That's interesting.
Life is like advice.
Lloyd is up.
Watch the ones you know.
Retrieving escape pod.
Rockin' stone in the heart.
I swear
Welcome
God,
to
if he's
Politics
the
Hour.
cause of like a nuclear war, I'm gonna.
I don't think he will be. I think he genuinely might actually try and start a war to avoid an election. It's a genuine possibility that he might do something like that. And that's wild.
What, start a war to win the election?
No, to avoid an election.
Oh, avoid it.
The classic
'cause
thing
you
of like,
can't- you
in
can't run
wartime,
any,
you
can-
can't run an election. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like according to the constitution, yes, you can only run twice. But no, sorry, you can
Okay.
only
Alignment
be
mission
president
completed.
twice.
Twice. Yeah.
You can run as many times as you want, assuming you have the fucking money to run. But like, yeah, he can't run again. He can't be president again under any circumstances. Haunted
But
cave.
if he starts a war, then.
But if he starts a war,
They don't-
depending on the scale of the war, like for example,
They don't have to bother with an election.
well, for
we
example,
should do yours
Ukraine
as well,
doesn't
but-
have hasn't had a presidential election for multiple years, despite the fact that legally it should have done. The reason it hasn't is because it's under martial law, because it's being invaded.
Yeah.
And things like elections tend not to happen during martial law. And say if he started a war that would put him in a position where he could declare martial law, he wouldn't need to run an election.
Yeah.
Oh no. He could just stay in power forever.
Yep.
I mean, it's sort of the thing of similar to how honestly your mission sounds interesting. The haunted cave thing sounds very interesting.
I don't think it's good because the ghost just kind of fucks you up a bit.
Slow but invulnerable and deadly creature will relentlessly chase you through the mission. Do not let it get close. That sounds interesting. I've not played that one, but I'm happy to do my own.
I mean, we can do, but I think I remember the last time playing this one with ghost. It was kind of a pain in the ass, but yeah.
No, I'm happy to do whichever.
Mission
Like, if you
locked
would
in.
prefer not
Powering
to,
up the drop pod.
I was just curious. We can turn down the difficulty or something if you want.
No. We can. We'll try mine one then and see how it goes, and then we can come back. You haven't tried it.
Get on
So.
board the drop
Yeah,
pod, team.
it's just
Mission
like-
ready.
The drink's just carrying heavy. Oh, it's carrying heavy loads. So let's grab that one actually.
I'm used to carrying a heavy load.
My
Yeah, I
back
know.
hasn't acted up in a while.
Thank you.
The backbreaker stout to celebrate. Keep it coming, Lloyd.
Yes. Yeah, it's like, I see that as one potential way for him to maintain his hold on power.
Come on, you lazy
When is the next?
bastards.
Uh,
Job to do.
28.
Ugh.
But I mean, realistically, this year he faces a his midterms. I think it's mid. Because normally it's 2 years an election, a midterm, and a general. And he's almost certainly going to lose at least one, if not both, of the houses, which would make him the lamest duck of lamest ducks. The only thing that he could then do is continue to blindly appoint judges, I think, and issue executive orders that would then get cancelled. But like it's it wouldn't be effective for him. He would be even less effective than he is currently.
Yeah.
And we're expecting heavy resistance, so the lift has been equipped with heavy armaments. But keep focused. It's about the goods.
What the fuck is that? Oh, that's the
Oh,
ghost.
that's the ghost.
Jesus. It's a ghost detonator. Oh dear god.
Oh, good. What happens if I?
Horror.
What happens if I get close to it?
Unknown horror.
Unknown horror. Was that you spitting? No, was that it spitting the acid?
It's an acid spitter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, we just have to maintain our distance.
For Carl! Flares up!
Acid doesn't even stay. That's be a lot worse.
Oh, you're there.
Locked and loaded.
Ooh, it's caused a big glowy field.
Lighting!
Yeah, so like... Yeah, the war in Iran is deeply unpopular in the US. Because, I mean, the left doesn't really want that anyway. And the right literally voted for him under the, like, whole no new walls policy. So, some of them have already done the blind loyalty policy switch to accept it, and like half of them are in the camp of, I don't really like this, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And most of those are also in the sort of anti-Israel lobby group
Let there be light!
thinks that Israel tends to wield too much political power in the US.
Right.
Because, like, it funds a shocking number of political donations to political leaders across the spectrum, both Democrat and Republican, and then they tend to vote in directions that Israel would view as positive.
Oh, okay, I
That's
got
it.
too close to
That's
it.
full.
It's us in a country
When Molly's
that
around,
already
she's a
has
pain in the
issues
butt.
with
When she's not, I really miss her.
putting, like, having too much money causing influence in politics.
Yeah.
To the point where, like, the biggest Israel lobby is AIPAC. So it's spelled AI PAC. It's pronounced AIPAC.
Okay.
And yeah, they just, so there's currently I think the equivalent of like a by-election happening, or about to happen in, oh, I might be wrong, it might be Minnesota somewhere, and there are a couple of,
Light!
it's basically a guaranteed sort of left-leaning seat, but
Born ready.
there's a sort of incumbent that's somewhat anti-Israel, or at least not pro-Israel lobby. Then there's who's currently the favourite. Then there's a close run like progressive behind, like indie progressive, that's refusing to take like any like lobby money like that. And AIPAC formed like 4 or 5 different like sub political donation entities called PACs to funnel donations through to like their preferred secondary candidates to help split the vote, because they can't pay for the first one or the second one. So they're actively trying to like get the third into power and posting anti, like specifically attack ads against like the people that they don't like and stuff. It's just like they're so bad at it that in the unsubscribe from email from one of them, it literally refers to you unsubscribing from one of the other sub entities that they created at the same time. It's just like basic schoolboy errors. And it's the whole just. I mean, money in American politics is already wild.
Yeah.
As is American politics in general, if I'm honest.
True.
It's sort of quite out there. Oh, okay, there's a secret.
Look what I
Secret
found.
over here.
Look over here.
And yeah, it's. I don't know. Oh, out the ghost. Hi, ghost. Yeah, just over there if you don't mind.
Yep, he's been following me around a lot.
Yeah, he switched target to me now.
God damn it, there's a pebble in my boot.
He's switched back to you.
God's sake, can't he just leave me alone?
It's.
Lloyd!
So he's probably going to lose that. And maybe the Senate as well, if I remember rightly. But like there are fewer seats in the Senate up for re-election, and most of them are already Dem held. So like, it's harder for there to be more of a switch there. Also, I think I said there are fewer seats already in general. But yeah, it's even that he already doesn't really enact any laws and just deals with executive orders. He probably wouldn't be super affected by it, given that he can just keep doing those. But like, yeah, he'll probably just sort of find himself unable to do anything like long term, because the Democrats would just put in laws that basically hamstring everything that he tried to do. And I mean, while he's president, he can veto certain laws coming in. But if they get essentially a super majority, so rather than 50%, it's like 65 or something like that percent of the House voting for it. They can push it through and override the veto.
Oh, okay.
So, like, they, depending on how well they win, how many seats they win, the Dems might just be able to start actually enacting some form of policy. The question is whether they actually go in a decent direction that people will, like, obviously a lot of people are anti-Trump, including practically everyone politically on the left side of the spectrum, but like they alienated a lot of left-wing voters at the general election because of their stances on a number of things, like for example, so this was the height of the war, Israel's war in Gaza, and at that time, despite it being a sort of left-wing, generally sort of policy thing that they would like. Had a lot of grassroots support for it.
Right.
Ow, 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 ow. My back got bit. They refused to support a call for a ceasefire or to call it a genocide, and even actively banned protesters that were trying to not even protesters, like a pro-Israel side of the party, from speaking at their national convention to say things in support of Gaza, like because they're that pro-Israel, and that's just the Democrats. Like,
Yeah. Jeez.
they are not
Incoming. Smoke him if you got him.
as in touch politically as you might hope. Like, the way I would describe America's political left, like the Democrats, is that they're pretty much ideologically similar to the British right, like to the Conservative Party. And so when you get people that are actually like progressive, they tend to view these policies as the best option.
Yep.
But they don't like it. It doesn't bring out like a bunch of loyal support. It doesn't bring out a bunch of some people just refuse to vote on principle or vote for third parties on principle, essentially wasting their vote in a functionally two-party system. But mountain hit. Please tell me the ghost isn't coming over here.
Oh god, this is such a mess right now.
Yeah, they seem to be ignoring, like the Democratic Party seems to be ignoring like polls and stuff that show that the American left of the general public tends to be significantly more progressive than they are, and tends to be looking at more traditional, assuming that they'll win based on historical precedent and dislike for Trump, rather than based on their own merit, which realistically is how they lost the last election. It's not a great move.
Nope.
I'd much rather be voted for because people like me and what I'm standing for, rather than because they dislike my opponent.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be a much more successful method of getting into power and then being able to do things. Like, yeah, obviously you don't necessarily need to go down the sort of very far left of things, but you need to be at least a bit more progressive and actually appeal to like your base and where they've moved to, and they haven't really done that. But there is a risk that they don't get long-term success, and that it just keeps flip-flopping. They're probably very unlikely to lose the midterms, just because of Trump's like actual approval ratings are like 20%, I think, or 30s, low 30s, something like that. It's really bad. It's basically only his base that is like fully behind him.
Yes, man.
Yeah, pretty much. And the full-on like red pillars and shit like that. The Joe Rogans of the world. And a lot of the time, just the thickos.
Yeah. Hillbilly rednecks.
The people that legitimately think that questioning the shape of the Earth is smart. Like, that's the height of intellectualism in the Republican Party, apparently. They're like...
It's actually
also,
swear.
yeah, vote me for Cuba. We're really on Minecraft. But like that's the level of like people that the Dems lost to last election. Because they couldn't put out a meaningful message that actually connected with their base. And like that needs long term and ideally short term to send out like big warning flags. Ooh, I found a cube.
Lock and load it.
The error cube. Yeah, it fundamentally needs to change. Because otherwise they're gonna be in continue to have issues long term.
Ow!
Yeah. It's I think I'd say his war in Iran is very unpopular. Like national polls are showing that it's got like a I think about might even be single figures approval rating for the war in Iraq. But he's being shown polls directly, like in the White House, that are suggesting that he's got 90% support. Like that's how out of touch and how much misinformation he's being officially provided.
Swarm, it's a big one, team.
The ghost is going for you, by the way.
Flares up.
It almost got to me and then decided to turn around.
Fair enough.
I was born ready.
Yeah, like, so he's seeing these just massively incorrect figures for what his support is, and switch target to me again. And yeah, he just doesn't. He thinks he's the smartest person in the room at all times, when in fact he's like at least in the early stages of dementia.
Hey.
I actually think we're going to
Didn't
make
see
it.
him there.
You are right under the ghost,
Yep. Guess what downed me?
and he's not moving, just teabagging you.
He's slowly going. I do have about 4 glippers on me.
I can deal with those. The ghost is more of the problem.
Yeah, he's coming.
Slowpoke. Ha!
Oh,
okay.
man. I got Iron Will.
Yep.
Revive, revive, revive.
I'm just gonna grapple out here.
Yeah, go. I'm
That's
gonna
what I was
get
trying to
some
do.
safe spot. There we go.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
Grabbing an ammo supply just for the health.
Be careful.
Yep. All good.
He's coming over to me, so
Yeah, I
just
see.
deal with the swarm.
Covering fire. Not again.
Good.
I have about 5
Trying
mobs on
to,
me, but they're kind of glitched in the wall.
yeah, I'm trying to bait him away so I can.
Yeah, so. Oh, the turrets are shooting. The group mobs on me.
Death
So.
is slow.
Don't you?
Spots everywhere.
There you go. That.
That's cool.
That iron wheel was very clutch.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm just gonna call down another reason.
Yep, you're cool.
Stand back, supply pod inbound.
I don't know if my grenade even actually
Slowing down
slows.
traffic.
I think he's just
Probably
an
not.
unstoppable force.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to jump down and grapple up to you, but the ceiling was too far away for me to grapple, and then I just got down.
I did see that.
I was just looking at the ceiling going, no. Of course, I didn't know my health was that low, but I think he just like sort of pretty much one-shot me.
Yeah.
I think my health
he
was pretty
will.
decent.
Yeah. I think he might have just one-shotted me, or my health was just a smidge low.
But he seems to be able to do like, I think it's around like 75% of your health in damage in like a single hit. But like if you're losing just a little
Right on
bit,
my head. Right on my head.
It should be used to that.
Oh, I found where you found the error cube. The last. Okay, just threw it down at you.
Yeah, honestly, it reminds me of Putin and his the level of propaganda that he faces.
Yeah, I was thinking Hitler as well.
To some degree, yeah. I'm less familiar with that. Because like historically, I found history not as interesting as like current events.
You snooze, you lose.
I never enjoyed history at school, for example.
No.
Because we only ever did fucking World Wars. It's just like, what? Can we learn about something that's fun? Happy? Interesting?
No, here's the Holocaust.
But yeah, it's like in modern Russia, everyone is afraid to tell Putin anything bad because they'll get blamed for it, and then they'll be removed from this mortal coil / have an accident out of a window onto a railing.
He killed himself by shooting himself 5 times in the back of the head.
That sort of thing, yeah. It's normally happening to fall out of a Moscow window.
Is he following me up? Oh god. Oh god.
Lights up!
He's up.
I would like to answer your question with yes, he is, Lucy.
Honestly, I think revive me and we should go. God,
Weapon ready.
you might be able to grapple into this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bait him quite far away.
Yeah.
You're gonna be sleeping with the fishies for a little bit. Sorry.
I'll go on my phone for a bit.
Yeah, like everyone in Russia is afraid to tell the truth because they get heavily punished for there being a mistake, even if it's not necessarily their mistake.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Resupply ordered.
I'm gonna resupply just for the health.
I've got bugs on me.
You really need to provide some better restock. Grabbing ammo. Yes.
Pretty close to it. Running to you.
Born ready.
Careful, there's a swarm. I think we should just
Yeah.
push the button.
Flares up.
Hello.
Hello. You want to go press the button?
Do you have anything to deposit quickly?
Ow, my legs. No.
Okay,
Oh,
push the
okay.
button.
That didn't make me go down. Right, I need a health to.
He's on that resupply. There's a safe one over there.
You're my new
Steve.
best friend.
Steve. Oh, there's another Steve hit. I'm gonna get attacked.
Stand your ground.
This potential Steve died.
Oh. Okay, he's on the machinery.
Yep.
You're a Steve. You're a Steve.
Spit her down.
Oop. Almost got my footsie sliced by a fucking grenade. Whoop! Coming from me again. I think we got everything pretty much. There's a bit of like
Except for that
nitro and gold
over
in the
there.
ceiling. Yeah, like one of the things, because like there's so much corruption in Russia, like at the top.
Yeah.
Because there's corruption at the top, everyone sort of assumes it's okay,
Steve is gone. He
and
was a good bug.
does it at the lower levels too.
Lighting up.
Yeah.
So you end up with there being everyone like in the Russian military is a little bit corrupt and is skimming off the top of their own little pile. This happens to such an extent that when like they were preparing for the Ukraine invasion, they like fueled up all the trucks, made sure everything was prepared, and then the lower officers, the junior officers, siphoned the fuel off the trucks because they were being told, hey, you're not going to go anywhere, this is just a show.
Yeah.
Siphoned the fuel off the trucks and sold it.
Jeez.
That's why they ran out of fuel on the run to Kyiv.
Yeah. Like,
Because they sold it. Because they would not. Because they thought they wouldn't need it. And like, it just. That's the level of political corruption that America is heading to.
yeah. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Drop pod has landed
And I
is
mean,
ready for
you've
takeoff.
literally got him accepting gifts of jets, private jets, that should not be allowed under any circumstances. In any basic corporate bribery training, it's like, oh hey, if you're being given something, and
Get
you're
in
a
more ammo.
politically connected person,
I needed that.
it's probably questionable. And like, that even extends to the families of like politicians.
Yeah.
They don't just have to be like the president. It can be the families of local politicians.
Good work.
And
We're pulling you back in.
he's not that.
No.
It's like wild.
Yeah, it's
Um,
pretty crazy time.
Yeah, he's emulating the strongman, so the strongman style, but in reality it comes across to anyone that isn't convinced by the strongman style and into it. It comes across as the weak man's idea of a strongman,
Yeah, insane.
because he's not executing everybody. He's not running purges. Like actual purges where you
Well,
like
he's getting ice to execute people, so you know.
sure, but like politically he's not.
Yeah, no.
He's firing generals, but he's not disappearing them. They're not going
Yeah.
to the gulags
Mm-hmm.
because he's not a strongman that's in a
Yeah.
position of absolute power.
Scream.
And something tells me that even America wouldn't stand for that.
No, yeah.
But like, it's he's
Well,
just.
you never know actually with America nowadays.
yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I mean, they literally had like concentration camps for Japanese people during the Second World
Yeah.
War. So, like, and they like a decent
Fair
chunk
warning,
actively
any
supports
vandalizing
ICE
or
doing what
destruction
it's
of company
doing,
property
no matter the cost. I mean, I saw a podcast, well, clip from a podcast recently where
Yeah.
it was like a progressive person, like progressive adult, that was talking to, was interviewing their Trump voting parents,
Yeah.
and genuinely asked them a question of, okay, but like, you believe that like Trump can do no wrong, like if he sent in the SWAT team or the military to go and just kill everyone in a shopping center, in a mall, you believe that he was justified in that. It's like his parent was like, yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't do that without a good reason. And so the podcast then asked,
I got it.
would you still believe that if I was there?
Yeah.
If I was one of the victims, would you still wholeheartedly support this? And the father unquestioningly and immediately answered yes. He would still be
Right.
perfectly fine with
It's-
Trump killing his son for no presented reason.
Yeah. It's
Just
like,
like-
religious fanatics, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like full-on cult mentality. It's sort of, these people will need to, realistically, long-term, go through actual cult deprogramming.
Mm-hmm.
And of course they won't, because
No.
like that would be a social program.
They
Which
did their right, so
uh,
why
yeah,
would they?
but like America will have a genuine reckoning with this sort of people, and like, I mean, realistically, statistically, they do tend to be older, so like the hope is that they would die out.
Yeah.
Do you want Scarab Nesting Grounds or Pit Jaw Colony?
I don't mind. You pick. I've just started a new assignment, so pick yours, whatever that is.
Your mission is ready. The pod is prepped. Get on board
Liquid
to drop
Morkai, and we've got Red Block
Recalibration of gravity
Blaster.
is commencing.
What does that do?
Yeah, it's
Your
just
health increase. Nah.
yeah.
This will be my last one. What we'll do.
I slept!
Here we go. Oh, nope. Get out. Get out. No, I bounced off your head. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, gone up to the ceiling.
Gravity recalibration completed.
Let's get this mission rolling.
I actively tried to jump under your feet.
Rockety rockin' stone!
Yeah, it's just it's so dangerous. Like,
Yeah.
there's a
It's a little bit dangerous.
I said recently that I watched the show Andor.
Yeah.
The second season of that has a bunch of really good like speeches. In fact, the whole show has a bunch of really good
Only
speeches,
danger in darkness.
Yeah.
including the first season. The second show has one in particular that is fantastic, and it's amazingly politically appropriate for like
Yeah.
the US currently. But it's like aimed at Palpatine rather than Trump. But like, if you change
Yeah.
the name Palpatine to Trump, you would not be wrong in any way, shape, or form. It would
Yeah,
be
no.
100% directly, like,
Stay clear from the impact.
word for word, the same speech.
It's overheated.
Damn.
Of like, I assume you don't particularly care about minor spoilers of the speech,
No.
but like, it's Mon Mothma,
Lloyd is
a
up.
senator, giving a speech on basically the death of truth, and that in
Yeah.
the darkness, the loudest voice is telling you to be afraid, and the loudest voice is Palpatine,
Yeah.
and he is the greatest evil that we're facing. It's like, you can literally turn that to Trump, and like,
Yeah.
almost everything she says would be directly transferable. It's like,
Yeah.
and there are-
wonder who-
I mean,
what side the,
almost
the
everyone
writers are on.
yeah, anyone that's politically left,
Yeah.
and in any way like actually politically aware, like, yeah, there are like progressive people that choose to disengage, which honestly isn't ideal. Like, you can, it's okay to disengage from politics when it's not super extreme, but like, if you choose to disengage while the actual Nazis are getting into power
Lights
and
up.
you didn't do anything about it, it's a little bit on you.
Yeah.
But
I was
it's
born ready.
yeah, anyone on the political left would see that and go,
Let
yep,
there be
I know what I
noise.
could transfer this to. But I genuinely, I don't know if the people on most of the political right would even be politically aware and savvy enough to even notice that
Probably
could be directly transferred. Just change the word to Trump and
Yeah.
like remove any word. I didn't even mention things like the Death Star, but like, it's almost word for word could be translated to Trump, and they wouldn't even notice.
Lloyd.
It's like, and then if it was pointed out, would go, that's not true. It's more true about
Yeah.
Precious
Biden.
mineral.
Like, fuck
It
off.
will get you killed. Molly's on the space rig. Maybe R&D's finally fixing
There's
that glint
no
in her
real life
noggin.
similarities whatsoever.
Like, yeah, Biden isn't ideal, and realistically, he shouldn't have been fucking president.
No.
But I mean, one of the issues with the Democratic Party is that they've not taken, like, these 4 years, or even the previous 4 years of the fucking Trump administration,
Obey your
to meaningfully groom someone for leadership.
Yeah.
There is no reasonable, like, leadership alternative.
Kamala?
I mean, yeah, Kamala Harris, she, realistically, like, she's like Kemi Badenoch. She's, like, on the right sort of continuity side of the party,
and loaded.
and that doesn't politically drive anyone. No one, very few people were, like, obviously Trump is very sort of cult of personality, so he has a lot of people that are
And is inbound.
into him for his personality, such as it
Can't
is.
carry anymore.
But like, no one really cared in the same way about Kamala. She didn't drive people because of her policies,
Yeah.
or because of her. It was all because she was anti-Trump,
Yeah.
and you had no other better option. And
No.
that wasn't enough for some people,
Nope.
so they lost.
Yep.
Whereas if, but they still, there's no, like, figure being, but there are very few figures, and no one's really publicly claiming it,
Weapon
that are
ready.
actively trying to position themselves to be the alternative to Trump, like, for the next election.
Lighting.
Yeah.
The closest you've got is someone like Gavin Newsom, the, I think he's the governor of California, who, unfortunately, seems to be leaning a little bit towards the continuity side of government, of, like, left for America politics. And it's just like, in general, he's certainly much better than Trump, but like, politically, most people on the left are not looking for business as usual. They
Yeah.
want the system to be held to account and adjusted to prevent such a travesty from happening again in the future.
Yeah.
Like, you have learned that your checks and balances are not sufficient.
Let there be light.
So what do? You need to update them, change them. Like,
I hate nature.
you make sure that they are sufficient, and you hold the people that did things
Light
that
is
were
up.
illegal to account. Like, that's how you meaningfully affect change. But
Yeah.
the system
That was
didn't
your
really
way.
do that. And it took too long to do anything. Like, it took too long to punish any of the people in the, like, January 6th
That's it.
Yeah.
riots, to the point where most of them then got presidentially pardoned, like, only a short while into their
Yeah.
fucking,
That's
like,
ridiculous.
yeah. I mean,
Watch me
maybe
fly.
such a concept as the presidential pardon is a problem. And, like, people shouldn't avoid justice through cheap measures such as that. Or maybe there should be some sort of check and balance on who gets pardoned. But, like, all of that needs to happen, and needs to happen fast. In a, while also then undoing all of the, like, long-term damage that Trump has done to the country and its reputation. They need to, like,
Felt better.
reinforce their commitments to allies, and, like, make them feel like they're not going to get attacked again for
Load up
no
your
reason.
guns and sharpen your
Um,
pickaxes. We got an incoming swarm.
They need to, like, reinstate certain policies and stuff like that, like international policies. I know recently the court said, hey, we should,
Flares up.
you need to reinstate the Voice of America
Big one, team.
radio service that
Yeah.
he cancelled, essentially. Literally 100 journalists have been on paid leave, or mandatory paid leave,
Receiving data indicating
for,
an
like,
unknown bone collector in the area. Go get it.
a year, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like just being paid for that by the American taxpayer, rather than at least having them like say broadcast American propaganda to people in Iran,
You're spinning days.
for example.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And like all of these places that you're interacting with, especially the places that you're like militarily involved in, maybe having some sort of system that like runs pirate radio to convince the locals that you're not actually terrorists trying to blow up all their families, and you actually have good aims, and that sometimes you just miss by accident. Sorry. Maybe that would be helpful to minimize the amount of people that get radicalized against you.
Yeah.
But like,
Lights up.
no, lol, they bad. Progressives, where I won the election.
Yeah.
It was stolen.
Ain't no hiding from me, Bob.
I have a bigger dick than Kamala. It's pretty much the entire like political argument as to why they were removed. Like, great, convenient policy standpoint. How can I debate this lack of mental like competence? Like, maybe by having some sort of spine, principles, backbone, courage,
Yeah.
like positivity, that
Just
sort of
being
thing.
a decent human being.
Yeah. Not being just general scum. all of that sort of thing. But like, yeah, I worry that the Dems will get stuck in the same trap as the current Labour Party leadership, thinking just getting by is enough,
My bag is full.
because like it isn't.
No, yeah.
Like, the system is creaking and at breaking point, and they're just like, yeah, we'll just like keep going, it'll be fine. Stiff upper lip and all that.
Reload.
And it's just like,
Oh, I'm out of here.
but maybe we need fundamental change. Like, this
I
system,
think so.
shockingly, in my like, how old am I? 33 years of life. There have been at least 3 once-in-a-lifetime financial crises. Great! That's 1 a decade at this rate. Like, maybe the financial
Isn't it
system is
grand?
fucked. Maybe current and, like, relatively recent historical financial policy isn't ideal. Maybe it's flawed. But nope. It's an entrenched system being actively like propagandized by the Americans, and like pretty much any alternative is like heavily sabotaged. You just need to look at like places like Cuba and Venezuela, even like anywhere that is running a somewhat different political system, or is vaguely leaning towards socialism or communism, and they'll get sanctioned to shit. Shockingly, that is bad for their economies, not just being a socialist or communist country. Like, yes, historically, communism hasn't worked well as a economic model either, but at least not outside of China. But then China hasn't really been an actually communist society in quite a while. It's just based on communism. They introduced a large amount of, a reasonable amount of capitalist principles that helped stabilize economies, stabilize their economy and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just at any time, there's a like socialist leaning government, they tend to get shut down by the Americans, and then they're like, oh yeah, clearly our system is the best, it's the only way that works. But I mean, maybe if you didn't sabotage all the other potential systems, you could learn if there was a better solution.
Yeah.
Whack-a-mole!
Fucking scarab, sorry.
Time to get out the pickaxes. I'm out of
I'm so
fuel.
proud, Lucy.
I know.
Pipes up.
Damn.
Pipe place could use a hand building it.
I ordered a resupply.
Stand back. Supply pod inbound.
Fly. What?
Like, where's this going? I was about to put it into the fire. Hang on a minute, let's not do that.
Time to restock.
Yeah. Honestly, I have genuinely been thinking about, like, whether I could be bothered to start, like, a talk show type podcast thing on, like, just politics.
Yeah.
UK, American, world, current events sort of thing.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know whether I can be bothered or...
Yeah. You'll have so many people like in
Oh,
the
clearly,
comments
yeah.
who, like, just arguing and
I mean, also,
assholes.
will I? I mean...
yeah. Aw.
No, it's the classic thing of, like, most people that start projects like that don't really get anywhere, don't really have any
Yeah.
viewership. And I'm not egotistical enough to imagine that I'll be one of the few. Like, I still think it would be interesting to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I just like talking about, thinking about these. Like, even if it didn't get any viewership,
Getting
I'd potentially be
supplies.
interested in doing something like that. Because it's
Yeah.
fun to have those sort of discussions.
This goes here.
Weapon ready.
And that one's over there, that's fine. Where's my little tunnel down?
Swarm
You can't
detected
say that,
by
Lucy.
flood miners.
Where's what? Where's my little tunnel down?
You can't say, where's my little tunnel?
Where's my little tunnel down?
You're gonna get me fucking censored.
No.
The swarm is upon you.
Sorry, Steve.
Look there. Warden, take it out. Bastard is buffing its friend. Teach you. Flares up. Die, Stromfow. Follow
Steve.
my lead. I was born
That's
ready.
Steve.
Gotta go
Look, I'm trying to lay pipe.
So,
Ha! Who's gonna protect you now, we crawlies? Come and get some!
apologies if that whole, like, conversations just come off as me ranting.
No, it's fine.
Like, I think about, like, this sort of stuff a lot, but I like talking about it, but if it gets too much, please do let me know.
Half the time I may not understand what you're talking about, and I'm just going, yeah, uh-huh.
Fair enough.
But, yeah.
It's over here!
Yeah, my dad sort of likes having these sort of discussions as well. But my mum has a
Down the hatch!
short level of patience, essentially,
Yeah.
for it. Like, doesn't mind having the discussions and does, like isn't, like, politically disconnected or anything like that. But,
Yeah.
just tends to be sensitive to a lot of the issues. I mean, she literally grew up in, like, Northern Ireland during the Troubles. So, like,
Yeah.
when it comes to, particularly, things like war and stuff like that, they tend to bother her more,
Yeah, that's fair.
which perfectly reasonable. And, like, pretty much everyone in a discussion should be
feel
okay
like
with
a
it
plumber.
happening.
I
Like,
just need a big, bushy
if it's a
mustache.
broader discussion, like if you're in a public discussion and you're not okay with the discussion happening, you can just leave. But like, if you're talking with your family, it's reasonable to like make sure that everyone's enjoying the
And
conversations that are happening.
Yeah.
Let there be light.
Yeah, yeah. I like these sort of things. I like thinking about these sort of things. I like theory crafting as to how the world could be a better place.
Which is fair.
And I'm a quite
Born ready.
analytical and logical person, so like I'm fairly good at identifying issues and then potentially
enough.
suggesting solutions. Also, like, I've got a somewhat broad knowledge set,
Light is up.
helped
Yeah.
potentially by the fact that, not to toot my own horn too much or anything, but like, I think I'm fairly smart.
Yeah.
So like, it's not like I'm questioning whether Earth is round. So like, I know, I tend to
Clunk, clunk,
feel
clunk,
like
clunk.
I think fairly well.
Yep.
So like, so I tend to care for people and want what's best for everyone, not necessarily what's best for me.
Done, diddly done.
So, no, like the world
Marks
needs
of a
more
good
of that. Sorry?
It's marks of a good person.
Yeah, and just the world needs more of that.
Put
Like,
up a few pipes, they
so
said.
much
It'll be easy, they said. Ugh.
Capitalism itself, when taken to its logical extent, is essentially purely competitive. You're competing
What a
against
beauty!
everyone else in the system for money.
Yeah.
And it leads to, I mean, current logical conclusion of a small pool of billionaires hoarding all the money away from the 99%.
Plumber at work.
And then all of the systems that the 99% rely on to live collapsing to the point where the 1% now can't make can't keep making enough money. So they squeeze the 99% even more. It's like, yeah, I mean,
Ah, pretty as a picture.
being rewarded for your work and for your leadership and stuff, reasonable. But maybe you should have enough people, but you should make sure that all of the people involved in your entire process have the ability to live and continue to provide you with
Oh, for fuck's sake.
continue to provide you
Yeah,
Got
I'm
up
gonna
immediately.
go down.
oh my.
I need to not focus too much on this rail, so just let it be a surprise.
I've been building it.
Oh, okay.
Ludicrous speed. My boots, my poor boots.
I can stop building it if you would like.
You
built
can
the
connect the
other
other
one.
one if you want. 'cause
I
I'm
built the
going
other one.
to I'm going to the far off one.
Okay.
I'm not going to that one,
Yeah,
basically.
okay, I'll go for that one.
These bugs to just fuck off.
Yeah, like, all of these systems are connected. Like,
you
you need the little person to keep making your t-shirts. You need the little person to keep making your avocado toast.
Lights up.
And, like, all of the little bits of society all rely on the entire chain being functional.
Yep.
But the logical extent of capitalism,
Lock and load it.
it gets to the point of, well,
Lights
my
up.
money go up,
Ugh.
and that's good enough.
Yeah.
And that has been what's been happening for a good while. And clearly, current systems, particularly in the UK, but also in the US, are straining to breaking.
Yeah.
And
It'll be a beauty once it's complete.
Breaks over, miners.
particularly in the US, they're so indoctrinated in their own political and economic system, they can't even question it.
Lighting!
Yeah, no.
And it's not just a problem on the right, even the Democrats won't do it.
Swarm? There you
And then you get the popular, essentially
Mission
left-leaning
control wouldn't know a monkey wrench from
um,
a glyph its arse.
progressives identifying these problems, and just the people identifying these problems, going, hey, we don't have enough money, why are all these billionaires around?
If you want something
Yeah.
done, you
And
better do it.
then you end up with problems. And you end up with people, say, getting like assassinated in the street for denying people medical coverage for things that they should have and could have been treated for. Like, maybe indicative. Like, yes, this isn't a good thing, but maybe it's an indicative that something fucked. And that you could potentially do something. Change things.
Let there be light.
But, no, that would be heresy against God
Weapons
Emperor Trump.
ready.
Oh god, yeah.
are. Hang in there. The wave is almost dealt with. Dispatch whatever's left.
Oh, that's a nice crack in the ground.
I want to just isolate the first half of that
Second pump
sentence.
check connected and ready to pump.
Well, that's a nice
You're
crack.
doing well.
Thank you, Liz.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... just,
Baby!
people don't care. They don't care to care as well. They don't care about not caring. They don't see it as a problem.
Lighting up!
Yeah.
You want me to deliberately not build the
You
pipeline?
can do. You'll just be like, what the fuck is she doing?
I've been like that, but like clearly you're taking after me, and I appreciate it.
Yep. Okay. I'm making up for all the times I never did it.
It's fun though, isn't it?
Yeah. Right.
This is why I do it. It's great fun.
Pipe segment built.
Have you put in a little loop-the-loop? Or is it just wiggles so far?
At the moment, it wiggles and it's going back and forth and all sorts.
Let's
good.
work harder!
Loop-the-loops are fun too. Yeah, it's like... It's all bundled in with the cultural war on the right at the moment as well, of like toxic masculinity versus acceptance of just even basic feminism. Not even like current... I think it's third or fourth wave feminism that's like the essentially the current standard that isn't Earth based.
I have no idea.
It's like the initial wave was like equal voting rights and stuff like that, and then there's more and more basically liberation of women throughout them, and like the entire thing
Light
is,
is up!
but the current essentially stance of feminism is basically that
Pipe segment completed!
women are capable of doing anything that a man can do. Doesn't mean all women are capable of doing all things that any man can do. Well, that all men can do. But like, they should have the opportunity to at least be able to actively compete for any role
Work hard!
or anything.
Party hard!
And that therefore it shouldn't matter who or what you are, as long as you are like physically, economically, mentally, whatever, capable of doing whatever it is that you're trying to do.
Building the pipeline.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't matter like what's between your legs or like what's going on in your head.
I just love
If you're
manual
capable
labor.
of doing a thing, you should be able to do it.
Yeah.
And like, there's just the whole
and gears.
red pill thing of like these self-proclaimed misogynists. It's like, why are you wanting to do this? Why are you wanting to
If
be
only
like
Deep
that?
Rock Galactic could develop a
Yeah.
way to automate this.
It's just greed. and selfishness. And while that can be self-serving, realistically long-term it isolates you. Unless you manage to convince enough people that you're right and that this is the way that they can get as rich and powerful and as successful as you. Self is last. But the entire concept, built on selfishness, has no inherent loyalty. Why would your leader care about you? And like, you just need to look at Trump to see that's essentially the same thing. He demands loyalty, but doesn't show it.
No.
But like, you don't even want that sort of loyalty. You don't want loyalty. It's all so toxic and shit.
Another one is ready.
And I just don't understand it. Is this really the way you want to live? Do you really want to live in such a way that... Do you really hate your wife so much that you don't think that she should be able to, like, vote herself?
Yeah.
Do you really think that she's that fit?
You snooze, you lose.
I might be a while, depending on how you built this.
Look at you go, watching you. Oh my god, this is so...
I did wonder why you dug random tunnels into the wall.
Oh, god.
This is all on you. This way, Lucy.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Oh shit.
It's like, yeah, there are some stupid women, but there are also plenty of stupid fucking men as well.
I'll be right back. Be right back.
Let's stick together from now on. Thank you, pal.
Swarm spotted. Buckle up. Contact imminent.
Resupply ordered. Careful!
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
Ow! That hurt!
Swarm! I repeat, swarm!
Your history! Resupply pod is here. Everybody collect that ready to kill some more crates. Much better. Flares up! I'm taking some of the ammo. Locked and loaded. It's overheated. Die like your mother dead. Web this.
Getting more ammo!
Bam!
Yeah! See you later!
Follow me, Steve.
I ain't one of them! Get tree climbing halfway!
The wave is significantly diminished. Well done, team.
Lights up! Maybe I can do a 360. Come on, guys! Rock and stone!
This is hard work.
Surfing underground!
I don't get paid enough for this.
It's
God.
ready!
Whoop.
You good?
Yeah, my sister doing a bloody
I
video
just
call,
love building
laughing her head off because Marcus got stuck in the duvet while
This is
trying to bloody
greasy
change
work.
the sheets. Oh, jeez.
Lover
I thought there was like
at work.
emergency going on.
If you want something done, you better do it yourself.
Work hard.
I think I regret
party
doing
hard.
this. now.
No regrets.
Good enough.
So little care for people in general now. It's just bad.
The more
Like, is
time
that-
must flow.
That is realistically, is that greed and
And
selfishness
segment done.
behind the vast majority of the issues in the modern world.
Yeah.
I guess Mission Control wouldn't know a monkey wrench from a glyphid's arse.
Done!
But people have lost their
You're a
humanity.
stain on the floor!
Yeah. Don't mind this.
I
Well,
just
also,
love
like-
building stuff.
People have bought into this. I mean, particularly the American Christian right, have bought into this like bastardized version of their own religion.
Yeah.
To the point where I literally, like the same podcast thing that I was talking about, the conservative dad said that he wasn't a Christian and that he didn't read the Bible because he was a
Yeah.
Catholic and they have their own Bible. You know, the Catholic Church, the primary form of Christianity in the fucking planet.
Another one is ready!
Like, yes, it has many issues,
Yeah.
but like compared to even just general Christianity,
I just love
but like
manual
it's just wild. So
Whoop.
doesn't even know what he himself believes in,
And another one.
No, yeah.
and he
Not really.
thinks he's like better than everyone else. Essentially, it's just like
Yeah, I
this.
don't
Let's work
like
harder!
people like that.
It just
Put up a few
Hey.
pipes, they said. It'll be
Nice.
easy, they said.
just
Oh.
ridiculous.
Ready!
Pipe segment done.
Clunk, clunk, clunk it
Like
up!
with my parents, both Christian, so they're both
Yeah.
fairly progressive. Like, as
If only Deep Rock Galactic could develop a way to
realistically,
automate
their
this process.
sort of interpretation of Christian is still fairly classical, but it's the sort of thing where it's like,
Ah,
okay, we don't-
pretty as a picture.
like, for example, they wouldn't like
All pipelines and pump jacks
do or say anything about it if I like told them I was gay,
Return to the
Right,
refinery.
but
Start up the pump sequence.
they would be unhappy and hoping that I would finally find a nice like woman and settle down and get married and have kids, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, not a air quotes problem that they need to deal with, but like
Yeah.
it's that sort of thing. It's like, you know, it's not ideal, like that sort of approach, but it's still at least
It's
an
a
acceptable
better balance.
like middle ground of like, well, you don't
Let there be Lord.
really like it, but like you at least keep it to yourself and like treat me as a human being in the meantime. Like
Yeah.
that's acceptable.
Oh. Bounces you off. No.
Yeah, you get stuck on 2
Guys,
plants
are you
over there
blind?
as well.
Look over here.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, it's... And, like, they...
That guy in mission control. He really has a
I
cozy
don't...
job.
I don't think
And we'll
they
take it.
really... But necessarily understand some of the
Bauxite is being extracted.
or
Refinery and ore pump
recent,
are working at full
like,
capacity.
social
Be warned,
justice
noise will draw in the
and
so
stuff,
stay on your toes and
comments,
do what you can to protect
and
maintain the
political standpoints.
Keep on fighting. More bugs coming
Like,
your
I
way.
don't think they're particularly aware of trans issues, for example. It's like,
Lighting up.
to some degree, that is reasonable for someone that it has never affected.
Yeah.
Like,
That's 25%.
at some point, something has to cause you to educate yourself about the whole thing. And that can be because someone talks to you about it.
Maintaining.
It can be because it affects you directly, or indirectly, or it could be because it's something that you actively choose to research.
The resupply is
But
here.
like, at some point you have to think about it for some reason or another.
I'm taking
Yeah.
some of
And
the ammo.
like, for most of the time, it's
Yeah.
not
Get
really
supplies.
been forced. They've had to do anything for, which
Yeah.
is perfectly reasonable. Like, again, not everyone needs to be knowledgeable on every
More
subject.
outstanding issues.
Lie down forever.
But again, I don't think they have any particular opinion on
Other pipelines are
the
still malfunctioning.
classic bathroom debate, so to speak.
Lighting up.
But like,
yeah.
It burns. It burns.
I feel like in general they'd probably be
Weapon ready.
on the reasonable ground of like, I mean, it makes sense for there to be like some specifically biologically women only areas. Like, for example, particularly for women that have faced violence, particularly gender-based violence,
Machinery is
Yeah.
again. Well
where being around people who,
I'm off.
particularly those people
we got
that just
company.
look
Incoming
male
swarm
enough,
approaching you.
essentially, like those trans people that wouldn't pass, so to speak,
Yeah.
Ramming speed.
would cause further anguish. Reasonable. Like, that's a reasonable stance to have. But like,
50%.
in most cases, it's just like,
We're done in no time.
Let there
okay,
be light.
so you want to ban all trans people from, like, their
I was
determined gender bathrooms. Okay, so you're wanting the, in their own parlance, you're wanting the man in a dress to go into the men's room,
It's me, you arsewite.
and you see that having no problems. It's like, I feel like there are probably going to be some problems there.
Probably.
And then, like, realistically, the only people that are actually going to face, unless you go out of your way to, like, check everyone, like everyone's identity,
Yeah.
then the only people that are going to get challenged are the people that don't pass.
Hello and
Yeah.
And, as history has already proven, there are enough ugly people that get called and accused of being the wrong
Yeah,
gender
yeah.
just for not looking
Here's
attractive
hoping it
enough.
holds this time.
Even just like seeing the back of like a
Extraction is
masculine
back on the
woman.
run.
It's
So
just,
it's
Yeah.
way.
Like, what are you gonna do
it's just
about a
butch
butch fucking lesbian
Let's squeeze those wills dry.
dressed like a fucking lumberjack?
Yeah.
Perfectly reasonable for her to do.
Team, swarm
Like,
incoming.
absolutely nothing wrong with this, but you're gonna be like, wrong bathroom,
Lighting.
and you're gonna be wrong about it. But like, either you have like people
Steve Knight. I'll never get
that
over
are
this.
dressed like the bathroom they're in, or you'll have people that who don't pass but aren't dressed like the bathroom they're in. It's one or the other.
Lights up!
Yeah.
Assuming you stick with gendered bathrooms at all and don't go down a reasonable middle ground solution of being genderless bathrooms. I mean, I don't know about you, but literally every house that I've ever been in my entire life has not had gendered bathrooms.
No.
It's almost like it isn't necessary. Okay,
Oh,
I'm down.
Well, we've both fucked. I used my own will earlier.
How about this? You froze me next to two explodey dudes.
We're sending in the drop pod to get you
Yeah,
out.
Oh
you,
my god!
you killed me! No.
Oh. Fuck.
You see why? I froze. We died at the same time as well. They couldn't have even got away.
I want my rice pudding.
No.
For God's sake.
I guess we're just gonna have to play another one.
That went tits
No!
up fast.
Oh, what
Well,
underwear are you wearing?
Sometimes you win.
Oh,
Ooh,
Sometimes you end up at
blue
the
with
sick
rocket
bay.
ships on them.
how
What
did you
about
know, Lucy?
mine? I'm just watching the camera of you right now. What?
This is white with little hearts on it.
Ah. $175 times down. What the fuck?
You're a liability, and I'm prone to explode.
That sounds alright. Oh, for God's sake. Alright. Stopping you.
Give me a rock and stone.
Yeah.
Thanks
Sorry.
for playing. Yeah, it's all good. It's fine.
Oh,
I mean, I realized I was frozen. I saw one exploded dude next to me and was like, "Oh, I could break out of my freeze before this dude explodes." But like, he's already
Yeah.
charging up his explosion, so I'll
Yeah.
wait. I'll wait. He blew up. I then tapped AD like twice, and then another one ran up, blew up, and killed me.
Oh,
I was like, I made the wrong call. I probably could have survived if I'd just freed myself immediately, but I deliberately didn't, because I figured like I'll just wait out the explosion and then free myself.
Ew.
Naively, I assumed the ice cocoon might have protected me from being blown up, but it didn't. And then a second one wandered over as well.
You're welcome.
I've enjoyed playing. It's been fun. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good.
I've also enjoyed the conversation. It's also just been fun. I hope it hasn't been too much of just me ranting.
No, you're fine. Alright. I'll catch you later. I'm gonna go get some pudding.
Yeah. Have a good evening. Enjoy your food. And see you maybe tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, probably. Alright. Catch you later.